Nobody in my job, I'm showing up dressed up, I'm giving presentations, nobody knows I'm dealing with this, okay? But after 6 years, I gained some practices. I gained some strength. Can any of my graduates here testify that when you pour into yourself, when you get some practices, when you have some mindset changes and some shifts, you don't have to go all the way back down. I don't have to stay depressed for 5-6 months anymore. I've been here before. So yeah, this may be his 10th time for an institution. This may be our 20th time calling the cops. But I said, Mom and Daddy, come on, let's go for a walk around the park. We got to get outside. We got to get outside of these walls. Outside of the walls in our head, outside of our physical walls, because we're alive today to tell this story for a reason. I started off saying it happened for you, not to you. Somebody here needed to know today that they're not alone. And see, when they started off, they read my bio, but they didn't read any of these things in between, right? These are the stories that we're unashamed to tell that people need to hear and understand. That we're in this humanity thing, that we're in these sisterhoods, that we're in these homes together for a reason. And instead of being separate and not talking about it and not wanting to be judged, how much more can we feel like, man, I can liberate somebody else. I can help somebody else. Can anybody dare say, I'm a healer? I'm here. If we're all made in the image of creation. We're creators. And if you've been through something, whether you believe it or not, you are a healer. You're a healer. That may be a heavy trophy, crown, whatever to make, but put it on. Because you're sent here to touch people. Could I have touched you the same way if I just got up here? I mean, the dancing was nice, right? But if I just danced up here the whole time, well, she was cute. She was fun. But dang, I had no idea that when I was 6 years ago sitting on my floor saying, why me? Like, why my family? Like, it's hard to prove to people, like, I mean, I don't want to say my parents were better than anybody else or anything like that, but, sometimes people stereotype you. I come from a good family. We love each other. Like, we didn't deserve this. But I was listening to a speech from Les Brown the other day. Anybody listen to Les Brown motivational speeches? He's one of my favorites. He said, who would you have preferred it happen to? You got an email address of somebody else? So maybe we were chosen to walk this walk. Maybe we were chosen to pass on our stories. Maybe we think for some reason that we're the unlucky ones, or, the forgotten ones, or the people with misfortune and dysfunctional families. Guys, listen to me. The entire, we got social media now. So it makes everything 10 times worse, right? So on Facebook, they posted pictures of my brother because he was walking around. They didn't know his condition, okay? So this is just a story, not judging people. That created trauma for me, to see my brother painted as a criminal. Then they say he did all the crimes in the neighborhood. Cops said we don't have pictures of him doing anything but walking around, okay? So we're in a time where I was like, well, here's another time for me to tell my story. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Congratulations, you all are about to learn a lesson, okay? First of all, thank you for posting his picture, because now that helped me to get him to an institution and tell everybody, he may be a threat. Secondly, thank you for not shooting and killing him. Thirdly, this human being that you're staring at is not just a something male or statistic. This human being that you're staring at tried to go out in the world and make it on 19, didn't get all the therapy that he needed, and had a mental breakdown. Thank you all so much for helping me to deliver him to the therapy he needed today. Okay? So that's what all of us are called to be, is speakers. Not just when we get the microphone and everybody can clap with us, but in the secret silos of our Facebook groups and the things where nobody else is saying anything. I have to be that person, because you all know our moms sometimes, like, everybody don't need to know my business. Well, it's already out, so we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna wrap it up now, as I know you all are hungry. I really appreciate you for having me here today. And I just want to tell you to continue to rise through it. Not only for our graduates, okay, but for every person that's purpose today with a story inside of them, a passion inside of them. You know, when I say it happened for you,